All right, what's happening, y'all? It's your boy Rico from Street Scores, and we have a handful of Washington Commanders schedule leaks so far. I mean, probably by the time I release this video, they're probably going to come out with like one or two more. But the official schedule is released Thursday, May 12th. So, of course, I'm going to do an entire breakdown of the schedule then. I'm also going to tell y'all at the end of the video, just to remind people, just to review exactly who we played this 2022 season. We're waiting for the schedule on Thursday to finally come out so we can know when we play these people. Is it at 1 p.m.? Is it at 4 p.m., 8 p.m.? Is it Thursday night, Monday night, Sunday night, or just a regular Sunday game? Is it week 2 or is it week 15? When is our bye week? All of that type of stuff. So I'm just going to talk about what we know so far and break down what we currently have knowledge of. But there's a lot more that's supposed to come out Thursday, and of course stuff is just gonna keep coming out after I put out this video. I mean, probably by tomorrow morning it's gonna be so much stuff out that this video is gonna look stupid. Hopefully not though. But what we do know so far is the Thanksgiving game. We got one, but we're not playing who you think we're playing, and also we have one confirmed Wentz revenge game. And so we're going to dive into all of that and more. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell next to the subscription button so you get a notification immediately. And every time I release an informative and opinionated video just like this one, I've not forgotten about the draft. I'm still working on my draft review and breakdown, my overall grade. I'm going to go pick by pick, grade those and all of that type of stuff. And of course, like I keep saying, for my channel members, got to do film sessions on all of the guys we brought in. I've just been so busy with so much other stuff, and I'm working on these videos that are coming out. But I promise you, you will be getting those film sessions, including some of the undrafted free agents that I'm really interested in. There's at least 4 that I really like, and I think it's worth taking a look at and doing an entire film session on them. Again, if I gotta react to a highlight tape, I will. I'll do the rewinding, the pausing, the watching in slow motion to break things down. I'll do all of that even for a highlight tape if I got to. So we're gonna take a look at a lot of these guys that we brought in last weekend. And without further ado, let's talk about the schedule. Let's get it. All right, so first of all, the one leak that we have so far, the first leak that we got was Giants at Commanders at 1 p.m. Eastern time on Fox for week 1. So we know our week 1 game, another division rival game, which is really interesting. Hopefully we don't have 5 back-to-back to end the season. Well, actually it's confirmed that we don't, because we're going to talk about one of the games that we play the Eagles. Well, at least I hope not. Maybe it's not the final 5 games, but it could end up still being 5 in a row in the middle of the season. Who knows? We'll see. But we do know week 1, Giants at Commanders. I think that's really interesting, because first of all, it's a whole new rebrand, new field, new jerseys, new helmets, logo, name, everything. The end zone is going to look different. This is going to be really interesting. And so the first time that we're going to get a real look at all of that in a live regular season NFL game is going to be against the Giants. Of course, we're going to see a little bit of it in the preseason. We'll probably even see some during like some practices. Maybe they do that thing again where they hold a practice at Fedex Field. That was really dope. I wish I could have gone. I really hope they do that again so that y'all could go again, because that sounded really fun. So week 1 against the Giants will necessarily be the first time we really see the field, but it'll be the first time the Commanders have taken the field in a regular season game, which is going to be really fun. Another layer to that is, hey, James Bradberry, want to go against your former team to cut you because they're just trying to save money, not because you played poorly in any way, but because they just need some quick cash. Hey man, the quickest way to get revenge on them, week 1, and you'll play them twice a year over here, and you got your boy Rivera, but it looks like he's asking for a lot more money. It's been reported that like teams had trades in place that the Giants were actually willing to accept, but no team could actually reach a contract agreement with James Bradberry that he would accept. So it sounds like he's already priced himself out of our market. Like, we're interested in him. It's already been reported that we're pursuing him, but I highly doubt we get him. But hey man, if you're willing to take a pay cut to play under Rivera and Marty Herney again, where you had your best years in Carolina, again, he played really well for the Giants, but he had his best years in Carolina, in my opinion. And you want to go against the Giants twice a year for cutting you for, I mean, there is technically a reason, but from his point of view, they definitely cut him for no reason. So hey man, pull up, go against them week 1. I mean, set it off immediately. Another Another confirmed game, revenge for Carson Wentz. NFL Week 10, Eagles at Commanders at 8:20 p.m. on Eastern Time, Monday Night Football. I'm surprised they care about this matchup this much. So I'm assuming, since it's Monday Night Football, that and this is the one they're gonna put it all over everywhere, market it, make commercials, everything. Carson Wentz revenge game versus the Eagles. I'm pretty sure that's the way they're going with that. They care about that more than I thought they would. I mean, giving us a Monday Night Football game for that, little surprise. But I'm assuming that since they're going to super hype up this one, this is probably the first time that we play the Eagles. Because if we already played them in Philadelphia sooner than Week 10, then they'd probably hype that one up. So it's just assuming that they will probably hype up the first time that Carson Wentz goes against the Eagles. The second time is still going to be fun, but it's probably not going to be as much fun, as much hype behind it. So I'm assuming the first time we play the Eagles this upcoming season will be Week 10. So it sounds like, again, between Week 10 to 17, we're going to play the Eagles twice. It's looking like we're going to end up playing 5 division games. Maybe not back to back to back, but maybe 5 of the last 7 games of the season. I don't know why the NFL hates us and why they're doing this to us, but it's really interesting. It is kind of fun. But yeah, man, so Monday Night Football, we have one game confirmed. I would have preferred to play at the Eagles for the first time that Carson Wentz goes against them, so we can see how the crowd reacts and everything just hit us at once. Now we're getting half of it. We're getting Carson Wentz versus the Eagles, which is revenge, of course, but then we get the other half on how the Eagles fans react to Carson Wentz in Philadelphia, another game, rather than all of that happening in one swoop in one game. So I would have preferred it the other way around, but this is still going to be fun either way. And remember, he also has to go against the Colts in a revenge game. We'll see when that happens. So this does feel a little less revengey this way, but we'll see. Definitely would have been more exciting with Carson Wentz plays the Eagles for the first time as a Washington Commander, as a fellow NFC East rival in Philadelphia. Definitely would have been more fun, but it's still cool. And then lastly, the third leak that we know is that the Washington Commanders got a Thanksgiving game. We got one. Commanders at Lions on CBS, and the Lions are usually that earlier game, so that basically sounds like we're going to be playing at 12:30 p.m., which I don't like. I'm kind of happy that we're playing on Thanksgiving because the whole family around, we're watching football games no matter what. We watch the 12:30, the 4:30, and the 8:20, but the 12:30 is kind of weird because really our whole family isn't together by then. We don't start eating till clean after that, maybe 3 at the earliest or something like that. So that's kind of annoying that we're playing at 12:30 because by then the whole family won't even be together. I won't be eating yet, so it's just kind of like a game is on, and I usually do end up watching the 12:30 game, but it's never a priority. So I mean, now I gotta prioritize it because that's when we're playing. Of course, I more than likely won't be streaming in, but who knows? Since it won't be while I'm eating, maybe I can stream the first half. Y'all know I live stream during every game. I live stream after almost every game, and since we're playing at 12:30 and I probably won't be with the family yet, I'll probably be able to live stream the first half or something. But I think that's really interesting that we play at the Lions for Thanksgiving. I get to see my boy Jameson Williams up close, see how our corners and safeties cover him. I hope that game he has a bad game, but y'all know I'm a huge Jameson Williams fan, even as a Georgia Bulldog, man. I just think the fact that he wasn't the first receiver taken is criminal. But the other Thanksgiving games, if you're curious, are the Bengals at the Cowboys. I think that's going to be a good game, even though I think the Bengals, I mean, if they're any type of good, if they're even close to as good as they were last year, with the Cowboys, you can argue taking a step back this upcoming season with all of the players that they lost. That may be a blowout, but Bills at Ravens will probably be good. As long as everybody's healthy, that's probably going to be a really good game, even though if I had to bet right now, I'll take the Bills. But we'll see, man. I mean, Thanksgiving is, relatively later into the season, so a lot can change. A lot of teams can be better than we thought. A lot of teams could be worse than we thought. Injuries could hit. We'll see. But Commanders and Lions, y'all, Thanksgiving, get ready on CBS. Again, I hate the fact that it's 12:30, but hey, man, it is what it is. I am happy to be playing on Thanksgiving, though. And also, just based on logic and cross-referencing, but it hasn't officially been leaked, it seems like we more than likely will play the Cleveland Browns at Fedex Field Week 18 for the 17th game of the season. Remember, the 17th game is supposed to be with an AFC third place finisher because we finished third place in the NFC East. And the Browns are the team that meet that criteria more than the other 4 AFC teams that the Washington Commanders have to play in 2022. So, I mean, I was hoping to play the Cleveland Browns earlier in the season just in case Deshaun Watson gets suspended. But now we're probably going to be playing the full-blown, full-strength Cleveland Browns with Deshaun Watson at quarterback. So that's scary, man. That's probably going to be one of our toughest games of the season. Whoo-wee. Who knows though? Maybe by then they'll already have like a third or higher seed and they'll rest their starters. I don't know. I'm definitely not expecting that. Probably not even really hoping for that, because if we gotta beat a team that's resting their starters to make it into the playoffs, do we even really deserve to go in the first place? But again, it hasn't officially been leaked, but all logic points to the fact that we'll be playing the Cleveland Browns in FedEx Field week 18. But we'll see. Remember, we flip back and forth with the AFC. That 17th game is at the AFC. It was last year. Then it's at the NFC. So everybody that plays those week 18 games, the 17th game of the season, it will be at the NFC team's home turf this season. And then back and forth, back and forth. Next year, it'll be at AFC. The year after that, at NFC infinitely. But we're about to dive into the rest of the opponents. I mean, I've already done a video breaking it down. But for those of y'all who may not remember, we're going to get to that. But again, just wanted to remind y'all that the NFL schedule is set to officially release on Thursday, May 12th. But all 32 NFL teams already have their schedules, and that's pretty much where these leaks are coming from. Everybody in the NFL, including teams, coaches, all of that, already know the exact schedule. They already have it. The NFL is just waiting to release it as like a TV debut to, you know, make money off it as of Thursday. You know, they make an event out of everything. I mean, even the draft. Remember, the draft didn't used to be like a televised thing at first. So I'm not surprised, but we got to wait till Thursday to get the official thing. But there's probably going to be a lot of leaks between now and then anyway. But just a reminder, we play the Green Bay Packers at home, the Vikings, the Tennessee Titans. I doubt Malik Willis will be playing by then, but I really hope so, because I really want to see my boy Malik Willis go out there and ball out. The Jacksonville Jaguars, my boy Travon Walker. Oh yeah, and the Vikings got my boy Lewis Seen too, so we got to play against him. You got the Falcons, you got the, and I really hope we beat them. Usually we only play the Falcons once every 4 years, and we just beat them last year, so I thought I was gonna have bragging rights for 4 years. Now I only have 1 year of bragging rights if we don't beat them, so we gotta beat the Falcons, man, please. The Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants, and the Eagles, of course, and also the Cleveland Browns. Then away we play the Colts, so that's gonna be really interesting because Carson Wentz is gonna have to go to Indianapolis to show them what they're missing out on. We play at the Houston Texans, the Detroit Lions on Thanksgiving, the Chicago Bears, the San Francisco 49ers, the Dallas Cowboys, the Giants, and the Eagles. Again, of course, we play our division rivals, the Cowboys, Giants, and Eagles twice a season. And remember, the Philadelphia Eagles, man, I mean, even just beyond that revenge game for me personally, to have to go against Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean twice a year is going to hurt my heart. Oh yeah, and the Packers took a couple of Bulldogs as well. Man, they got my dogs Devontae Wyatt and Quay Walker. Golly, man, this schedule is going to hurt my heart. Because of course I'm rooting for my Commanders to win, but we're going against so many guys that I just really hope have great Hall of Fame careers, including Malik Willis for the Titans. So man, my boy Travon with the Jaguars, golly, man, it's about to be ugly for me. I'm gonna be all types of conflicted. I mean, again, at the end of the day, I want my Commanders to go undefeated, but I do hope my Georgia Bulldogs and Malik Willis and any other players that I'm attached to ball out as well, or at least just go have Hall of Fame careers every game of your career except for when y'all play us. I think that's perfect. I know it's highly unrealistic, but hey, I can dream. But yeah, man, so far we have a confirmed Monday night, confirmed Thursday night. We'll probably have a Sunday night. We'll see. I feel like they may try to make something out of that Colts versus Commanders, especially since it's in Indianapolis. I think they're gonna definitely try to do something with that, but so far we don't have any confirmation on that. But again, I think it will. They're just missing out on money if they don't do that one. But yeah, man, that's the end of this video. Please get in the comment section, let me know how you feel about everything discussed in this video. Please leave a like if you liked it, if you learned anything. I know you learned something, so you're legally binded to leave a like on the way out of this video. And also, man, I appreciate all of the support, man. Shouts out to all of my sponsors, especially my Pro Bowl sponsors, whose name you see scrolling on the screen right now. And again, for all of my sponsors, be on the lookout for these film sessions coming out. And if you're not a sponsor, go ahead and become one. So when these film sessions start flying out, you're already in the mix, man. But all right, y'all, catch y'all later. I'm out.